Here's the fastest way to set up a shopping campaign inside of Google Ads. So all you need to do is click on the blue plus button, click on new campaign, click sales, and then from there you want to make sure that you've got the correct conversion actions set up. If you've got Shopify, normally when you synchronize that with Google Ads, you'll already have the purchase event set up automatically. If you've got WooCommerce with WordPress, then usually you can set that up pretty easily through a plugin extension. But for these ones here, I usually don't like engagements, so I'll remove those ones or remove the YouTube follow-up on views, and then I will click continue. From here, it asks you which campaign type, so you just click shopping because that's what we're creating today. So we'll just select our Merchant Center account for this particular one, and then it says, hey, do you want to go Performance Max? Obviously we don't, because we're going to test the shopping campaign against the Performance Max, so you're split testing. So we'll just continue with shopping campaign, and then the naming conventions, if we're targeting USA, you do USA, type in shopping, and then long hyphen or EM dash, and then you might go all products. If you're just advertising a few products per category, you might say like tools, and another one might say cars, or whatever you're selling. In this case, they only have 4 products on their store, so we're just going to say all products. Click next or continue. Now with your budget, you want to make sure you've got a rough idea on how much the keywords are for your particular products that you're selling. Normally, I'll just go start with the website in Google Keyword Planner, and then let's say, for example, we're putting this one in, but I prefer to put the actual product page in there just to get some keyword ideas. And then we've got a few different keywords here. Now you're just trying to find the ones with high intent. What you can do is take a screenshot of these and then use it in the ChatGPT that I've got below. I'll add that to the video description. And then you could say, what should I spend as my average daily spend on Google Ads for this if I've only got a budget of like $20 or so? And it's going to give you a rough estimate on how many clicks you might get per day, and then break down some of the math on conversion rates and how many sales you might get and what's ideal. And then I just might do $10 a day. With manual CPC, you can do manual CPC if the prices are quite high. So if you find that the ranges with these are very, very extreme, like you've got some of them are going up to $20 per click or $50 per click, while others are only $10 or $5, then you want to stick with a manual CPC so you're keeping control of that. But if you find that a lot of your keywords are within $2 or 30 cents or $3, like they're all quite predictable, then of course you can just switch to a maximize clicks to begin with until you get some sales coming through, at least 10 sales or so, and then you can switch to a target ROAS or return on ad spend. In regards to the client acquisition, just keep this as is, don't check mark this one. With this one here, this is if I want to set up multiple shopping campaigns for the same product, and I've got one campaign just a remarketing campaign and another one just selling this product in general on shopping. If it's a remarketing one, maybe I want the remarketing campaign to be high priority, whereas this one here might be low priority. Does that make sense? You don't need to get into this right now. Let's just do low to begin with. Click next, and then let's say I'm targeting all of the United States. Location options, we'll make sure it's presence in, so people who actually live in the United States, not just visiting and things like that. In terms of the EU, you can switch no if that's applicable to you. You don't really need this one here unless you've got a local brick and mortar store, so don't worry about that. Click more settings. We should be all good to go except for this one. You don't want Google search partners unless you want to showcase your actual shopping feed on different websites on the internet. Basically, I only want my ads to show up on the Google search engine results page. Like when people type in stuff, I want to show up on my Google shopping feed there. I don't want to showcase my products on other people's websites, so I might uncheck that one. Click next, and then from here the ad group name would be usually the product that you're trying to sell. So if I'm trying to sell like NMN, usually I'll just select that actual product. In here I'll click on ID. I know they only have a few different products, so I might just click that one there, click save, and then from here click next, and I can add more ad groups soon for the other products. So let's say we're all happy with this, we click publish. Amazing, you've done a majority of the work, which is great. So you're not done yet. You need to make sure that you're not accidentally advertising all of your products, which Google sometimes does. So in this case, Google is not only advertising your product on the Google shopping feed, but also all the other products in your feed. It does this all the time whenever you set up a new campaign. So what you want to do is make sure you exclude all other products and just keep the main products in this ad group. In this case, we've got the one for this product here. We've got one ad group. Now, if I go to the ad group section, click on that, I might want to add another ad group for my other product, right? So if we go here, I'll just do like creatine and then click save. And then I might want to only target my creatine product. So we'll click the plus button here for subdivision. And what we'll want to do is go to item ID, for example, and then I'll go find that creatine one there. Now you can also go through categories. You can splice and dice this any way you want. If you want to just advertise a particular category, you can do that as well. I'm just going to do this because they only have a few products. Now what you'll do is save without editing bids. That's totally fine unless you're doing a manual CPC, and see how it's added that as default as targeting all of your other products. So again, you're going to pause that one or exclude it, right? So that's everything. And I do recommend testing this against the performance max to see the results and see your return on ad spend, to see how it goes. And then you can decide to create more shopping campaigns to make it a bit more accurate per product. I hope that helps. So if you've got any questions, leave them below. More than happy to answer. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.